take now literature. What we will take? Chapter 4, the third read. What is our excerpt? Girls?
Odyssey.
Yes. Okay.
Teacher, do we write the paragraph on Word or do we send and do it in our copy books?
I will create an online assignment for you.
No, submit it. Is it okay to be like writing it with our handwriting?
Yes, your handwriting, that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead.
Girls, are you here? Girls?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Listen, girls.
Yes.
Yes?
I wanted to ask you, do you know when the writing test is going to be?
You have a quiz on after 2 weeks, week 10. But we still are not sure if you will have writing or I will just evaluate your writings that you've sent me.
Oh, the miss, did you start checking them?
No, I started, Cesar.
Okay.
Okay. So, girls, as I told you, listen, girls, at the time, if you go back time with time to the time of the Odyssey, it is so weird that not like now, girls, we have like millions of movies, millions of plays, we have millions, more than millions. But at the time when Homer wrote the Odyssey, it was epic. It was something for the first time ever. That's why Iliad and the Odyssey are so important in the history of literature, because it was the first time ever to write something like this, for anyone to write something like this. And this story has been transformed into many movies, new versions, old versions, animation, and even a movie that you will not feel like it is related in a way or another to the Odyssey, but actually it has been taken from the Odyssey. I will share with you now a movie. Watch this movie, girls, and then we'll discuss it.
Go ahead. Damn it all.
You know them gals, Everett?
Highways in the hedges, in the highways in the hedges. I'll be somewhere working, I'll be somewhere working, I'll be somewhere working for my Lord. I'll be somewhere working, I'll be somewhere working, I'll be somewhere working for my Lord. Daddy? He ain't our daddy.
Hell, I ain't. What's this Warby gal's? Your name's McGill.
No, sir, not since you got hit by that train.
What are you talking about? I wasn't hit by any train.
Mama says she was hit by a train. Bluey, nothing left. Just a grease spot on the L and N.
Damn it, I wasn't hit by any train.
That's right. Now Mama's got us back to war. That's a maiden name. You got a maiden name, Daddy?
No, Daddy don't have a maiden name, see?
That's your misfortune. That's right. And now Mama's got a new beau. He's a suitor.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Mama says that he's bona fide.
You give her a ring?
Yes, sir. Big and got it, Jim. Mama checked it. It's bona fide. He's a suitor.
What's his name?
Vernon T. Waldrop. Uncle Vernon. Till tomorrow. Then he's gonna be Daddy.
I am the only daddy you got. I am the damn paterfamilias.
But you ain't bona fide.
Where's your mom? Hello, sugar. Huh? How's my little girl? Huh. Who the hell's that?
Starla Warby.
Starla McGill, you mean? How come you never told me about her?
She was hit by a train.
That's another thing. Why are you telling our gals I was hit by a train?
Lots of respectable people have been hit by trains. Judge Hobby over in Cookville was hit by a train. What was I supposed to tell him? That you were sentenced to the penal farm and I divorced you from Shane?
I take your point. But it does put me in a damn awkward position vis-a-vis my progeny.
Hello, Penny. This gentleman bothering you?
You Waldrop.
Uh-huh, that's right.
You've been using my hair treatment.
Your hair treatment.
Excuse me. I got news for you, in case you hadn't noticed. I wasn't hit by a train. And I have traveled many a weary mile to be back with my wife and my 6 daughters.
7, Daddy.
That ain't your daddy, Alvanel. Your daddy was hit by a train.
Now, Penny, you stop that.
No, you stop it. Vernon here's got a job. Vernon's got prospects. He's bona fide. What are you?
I'll tell you what I am. I'm the paterfamilias, and you can't marry him.
I can, I am, and I will. Tomorrow. I gotta think about the little Warwick house. They look to me for answers. Vernon can support them and buy them lessons on the clarinet. The only good thing you ever did for the gals was get hit by that train.
Well, you lying, unconstant, succubus.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't swear at my fiancée.
Oh, yeah? Well, you can't marry my wife. Who is that man?
He's not my husband. Just a drifter, I guess. Just some no-account drifter.
And stay out of the Woolworth.
Okay, girls, what's happening here? What's happening here, girls? Hello?
They are hitting each other and they are.
Who is hitting whom? Let's remember from the beginning. What was the first scene?
A man coming to his girls.
Yes, a man who went to see his girls. They were on a stage and they were singing. And then what did they say to him?
That you are not our.
They said, Dad, my mom said that you were hit by a train.
Yes.
Yes. So this movie is about a man who returned back home and he saw his kids telling him what? You're still alive? Our mom told us that you were hit by a train. And when he asked about the mother, they said that the mother is what?
She's getting to be married.
Yes, she's getting to marry tomorrow, the next day. Okay, whom she's going to marry? A bona fide man. What's a bona fide? Bona fide is in a good class. He can afford ballet lessons for the girls. He can afford the school fees. So, girls, in any way, is this story related to the Odyssey?
Yes, they thought that their father died, but he didn't die.
Yes, so This is number one. The girls thought that their father died, but he hasn't died. Excellently. And what is another thing, girls?
When the man he was going to marry the girl,
Yes, the man is going to marry the wife.
as
So,
Odysseus were going to marry his wife.
yes, Odysseus also saw Antinous, the one that he was going to marry his wife. What is another thing? Now we talk about the similarities. When she asked him, "Where have you been?" He said, "What?"
That I have traveled many miles to.
Yes, I've traveled many miles to come. And who else have traveled miles here, Kadra?
Odyssey.
Odysseus. What is another similarity, girls? Ragad? Are you here, Ragad? Rima? Ragad and Rima? Jumana?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Jumana. What is another similarity here, Jumana?
That fight in both stories.
Yes?
Both men in both stories fight.
Yes, the both men fought. Excellent, Jumana. Odyssey fought with Antinous, and here the father fought with the suitor of his wife. So all the similarities are done. So let's discuss the differences. Najwa, do you know a difference between the two stories?
Maybe that in Odysseus, his wife wanted that, and he didn't want to marry others. But in this story, she wanted. Like,
Yes, in the Odyssey, Penelope was faithful to her husband, right?
yes.
Yes, in this movie, the wife was not faithful,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't understand the main point of the second story.
A man who left his wife and he went to get money and work away, but he took too many years to come back. When he returned back, he found that his wife is getting married the next day, and his daughters thought that he has been killed by a train.
Ah, okay. He loved her or
Yes, he loved her.
okay.
He wants to go back to her.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, dear. Here is it. So, girls, how are Odysseus and Everett are alike? Odysseus is the man, and Everett is the man in the movie. The movie's title is "Oh Brother, Where Are Thou?" What is similar between Odysseus and Everett?
Can I say this?
Yes,
Both traveled for many years to go back to their houses,
yes, both traveled for many years to go back to their houses, huh?
and both loved their wives a lot.
Both love their wives a lot.
And both of them they fought the suitors.
Both of them,
They fought with the suitors.
yes, fought to the suitors. Yes. How are Penelope and Penny alike?
Both of them are going to marry at like
Both of them waited for their husbands for a long time.
yeah,
But
both of them they're going.
yes, but Penelope was faithful to her husband, while Penny not.
Must she thought he was that
No,
too?
she said that. She didn't think he died. She said that to the girl so she can get married to another man. She said to him, "This is the best thing you've done to your girls that you have been hit by a train. It means that they have a chance to have a new father."
Oh,
Yeah.
So she thought he was, she is the one that's saying that he was hit by a train?
Yes, she's the one who says that.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. The movie Girls, Oh Brother, Where Are You? It is directed by Cohen Brothers. Cohen Brothers are two brothers. They are directors. Direction is very important in the field of making movies because this is the most important element. Direction is the most important element in creating a movie. Why? Because they determine how you talk, how you say this sentence, where do you stand, how the camera comes to you. They direct the whole movie. They are the keys for the movies. Cohen brothers, Joel Cohen, and Ethan Cohen, okay, collectively referred to as the Cohen brothers. They say for them, Cohen brothers. They are American film directors, producers, screenwriters, and editors. Means they do everything. Their films span many genres and styles, which they frequently, okay, subvert or parody. So these are the two directors. They directed the movie Oh Brother, Where Are You? Coen Brothers. In cinematograph, how to create a scene, how can a director create a scene in the cinema, which is the art of motion picture, photography and filming, either electronically or means of an image sensor or chemically by means of a light sensitive material such as a film stock. To create one scene, girls, okay, you should focus on the characterization, you should focus on the setting, you should focus on the soundtrack, you should focus on the lightning system, you should focus on how they move, where they go, the camera. Okay? Are you with me?
Yes.
So what is the setting, girls? The place and time. The place and the time of the scene. Setting is the place and time, the surroundings, where something is positioned, or when and where the event takes place, where and when the event takes place. And the soundtrack, what is the soundtrack?
The instrumental music
Yes,
that
the
occurs
music.
at theaters.
Yes, the music that happens at the back of the story. Characterization, the creation or construction of a fictional character. Okay, how would this character look like? Okay?
Okay.
How we answered this? Or Odyssey and Everett, their travel, their away from home, their wish to reunite with their wives. Okay, the names, the suitors, they are different because, okay, she didn't want her husband to be back, Penny, but Penelope was faithful for her husband. Okay, this is when we watch the two scenes now, girls, why do the writers choose to have Everett use high-sounding language such as paterfamilias and circum? When he was talking with his children, he used a different language. Didn't you see that?
Yes.
Why he used this language? It's part of characterization. The language that I took is part of my personality, part of my character. You understand me or not? So why the writers choose that Everett use a high-sounding language? He's more educated than he really is. Okay, that he really more than. Okay, he uses high-sounding language. Yes. Okay, now we will focus on comparing approaches, how the same idea can be, okay, can be given into many different ways. Okay, Zena, 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 Reem, Rima, Bayan, Malak.
Miss?
Yes, Yarima.
Yes.
Yes.
I called you many times, Yarima. Where are you?
My mic wasn't working.
Okay, read. Malak, read يا Malak.
Okay, miss. Many modern writers are inspired by classic works of literature. They may take a fairy tale, a myth, or a Shakespearean play and transform it into an entirely new work.
So the basic of the literature is the classic works of literature. It is classic, it is the main one, and then we take from it many versions. Yes.
Unexpected changes in the events, characters, or tone cause the audience, who are usually very familiar with the original work, to look at the story with fresh eyes as new complexities are added and previously unknown motivations are revealed. Sometimes the writer pokes fun at the original work by writing satire, a form of writing that uses a humor to expose the weaknesses of the original work.
Satire, girls, is when I laugh at something by using black comedy. I make you laugh in order to criticize a bad behavior, to improve this bad behavior. It is satire. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. We took it, yes? We talked about it yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Miss, can I ask you, where
Yes.
are
In the PowerPoint, in the book, page 68.
okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss.
Yes. Okay, Rima, now read. Thank you, Malak.
You're welcome, Miss.
Slide?
Yes. Yes, read, please.
Didn't Malik read already?
This is the second slide. Yeah.
Okay. Focus on comparing approaches. Often a writer transforms the original work by changing the tone. The tone of a literary work is the author's attitude toward the subject matter. The characters, settings, the plot, in short, the work itself. Tone can encompass a variety of emotions and attitudes, from darkly serious to lightly humorous, from optimistic to pessimistic, or compassionate to dismissive. Use the following graphic organizer: the homecoming scenes from the Odyssey and O Brother, where art through. Include examples to support your conclusion about the two works.
So now we have the Odyssey and we have O Brother, Where Art Thou? So the two stories, they have two scenes. We watched two scenes. The first scene is when Odyssey reached home. And the second scene when, what was his name? Everett, when Everett reached home. Now we will analyze and compare and contrast the two scenes, the homecoming scenes from Odyssey and from O Brothers, Where Are Thou? Odysseus and Everett. On page 68, girls. Okay. Number one, setting and situation. The setting and the situation. Now
Yes,
we are
this
on
is page
page
70.
70, girls. Yes, now we are in 70 and then we will go back to 69. I'll tell you why. Because this is more important than the first one. Because the first one you will find like some stuff we didn't take and we, okay? But this is more important. Okay, Dareen. Dareen?
Yes, miss.
The setting of the Odyssey is what, ya Dareen? When? Where? Where? Tell me where. Where did the Odyssey happen? The scene of his homecoming? Yes. Dareen, the Odyssey, Dareen, the Odyssey. Where did it happen and when did it happen? Najwa?
Yes, Miss.
When and where did it happen, the Odyssey?
Happened in Odyssey's house.
Yes, and which village? Ithaca village? Yes, at Odyssey's house.
Yeah, and what was the second question?
Yes, and where in ancient Greece, and when in ancient Greece, at the time of old ancient Greece. So ancient Greece, okay, where in Odysseus' house, and what is the situation? Odysseus is returning from Trojan War. Okay, oh brother, where are you? Where is the setting? Setting, you didn't know well because you didn't watch the whole movie, so I will say it is in United States, in the south of United States, in the south of United States. The situation is he has escaped from prison and returned home. Escaped the prison and returned home. To find his wife is what? Ready to remarry. Main characters in the Odyssey are what, ya Najwa?
Odysseus and Penelope and
Yes. 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 What else can you tell me about Odyssey, Yadurra? Odysseus. He is what?
Odysseus is disguised as a beggar.
Yes.
To come check up on his wife.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes, and Penelope?
Penelope is hopeful to her husband. Everybody is like wanting to marry her, but she doesn't want to.
Excellent. So the main characters, Odysseus, excellent, Yadora. Odysseus is a hero who loves his wife and returns home to her. And then the second character is Penelope. She's a faithful wife and who loves her husband and misses him. And the third one is Antinous, one of the suitors. He is rude and greedy and he wants to marry Penelope. What about the main characters in All Brothers? Where are you, Layan? Layan Fadl?
Yes, miss. I think it was Everett and his daughter.
Yes,
his wife.
Everett, daughters. Everett has escaped prison. Penny is not waiting for him. And the daughters that thought that he was
dead.
Yeah. Read it, Rayan.
Everett is not a hero, but an escaped prisoner. Penny is not waiting for him, but is marrying Waldrop. Penny has told Everett's daughter that he was hit by a train. She didn't even tell Everett about his newest daughter. Clearly, she's trying to move on. Waldrop is bona fide because he had a job. He has given Penny...
bona fide. When the girl said that the man or the suitor of their mother is a bona fide because they can afford everything.
He has given Penny a ring with the gym. According to Penny, he can support the girls and give them a lesson on clarinet.
Yes, this is what Penny said to him when she saw him in the shop. She said to him he can afford the lessons of clarinet to the girls. Then we move to the events. Dana Wael, are you here? Dana Wael? Malak? No, Malak?
Yes, miss.
Events in the Odyssey, Malak?
At the beginning, he came back from the war and was dressed up as a beggar and went into the castle or the palace. And Antinous was selfish and didn't want to give him bread while he was dressed as the beggar.
Excellent. Did you, Malak?
Odysseus returns home to find his house full of suitors who hang around eating his food. Penelope seems annoyed by Antinous and the others. Odysseus returns in disguise so that he can investigate what has happened in his absence. Antinous is rude and refuses to give Odysseus, who is disguised as the beggar, food.
Yes. Girls, do we have Marim with us? We don't have Marim, right? In grade 10.
No.
Do we? No, we don't. Okay, Noor Yusuf. Noor Yusuf, what are the events in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Noor Bilal,
Yes, miss.
what are the events in Oh Brother?
What was his name? Everett.
Everett.
Everett returned home to his wife, and then he saw his wife marrying another man, and his children. The mother told the children that their father was hit by a train.
Yes, read it.
Everett arrives home to find that Penny has not remained faithful to him. Penny has told the girls that Everett was hit by a train and that she is going to marry Waldrop. Everett is angry with Penny. They fight. Waldrop steps in to defend Penny, delivering several stinging punches to Everett's nose.
Yes. Then we reach to the use of language, girls. The use of language in the Odyssey and use of language in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Who can tell me the difference in the, who can tell me the language in the Odyssey is what? The Odyssey is a what, girls? It's an epic. So the language will be what?
Latin.
Ah, yes, Latin, and what else? Even if it's translated into English, formal. Yes. The language would be formal. Yes. Who said formal?
Sarah.
Sarah, excellent, yes, Sarah. So read it, yes, Sarah.
The language is very formal, fitting for epic poetry. There are many figures of speech. What evil when they do in this best? Line 46. On the packed muscle under the shoulder, plaid like solid rock for all the effect one saw. Line 67 to 68. And references to the gods.
Yes, so it is formal and has lots of references to gods. What about the language in the movie? Because we haven't watched the whole movie, we cannot decide. But did you notice anything? The accent, because they speak with the southern accent. Okay, so here, Lydia Kadra.
The language is colloquial to the South during the 1930s. Characters speak with a southern accent, dropping the beginning and ending of words using slang and other informal language. The situation is very humorous, especially the girl's casual description of their daddy being hit by a train. Louis, nothing
Yes.
left, and just a grease spot on the L and N. In contrast, Everett often used more formal language such as vis-a-vis my progeny and unconstant cabas, which highlights his role as a command and a poser.
Yes. So we finished the question on page 70 and on page 71. Go back to 68 because I will tell you something about it. And in 68, girls, in 68, he wants you to compare approaches between the two, the movie and the Odyssey. So before viewing, he wants you to look, girls, we are in 68. But this you have to watch the movie in order to analyze. So have you seen movies written or directed by the Coen Brothers? We are not sure. Maybe we've watched the movie for them, but we are not sure. Okay? Girls, are you with me?
Yes,
Yes, miss.
Then during viewing the cinematography, how does the film use color or light dark to suggest tone and mood in the scene? Number 3, the sound and soundtrack, the characterization for then the setting, then after viewing. So all of these questions depend on that we have to watch the movie first. Okay? So this is to analyze the movie itself. Are you with me, girls? But what we care more is to compare the approaches, how the Odyssey was given and how Oh brother, where are thou is given. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
So on page 70 and 71, this is more important.
Okay.
Okay? This is the last focus on comparing approaches. لو جاي read it.
The Odyssey, its poetic form and complex language, this adds to the dramatic tone of the piece. In contrast, O Brother is extremely humorous. The colloquial language and phrases adds to the informality and humor. Also, the fact that Everett is an escaped con makes the story much lighter and funnier than the traditional story of Odysseus, the hero returning home.
So, oh brother, where are thou is humorous. And you saw it when he was hitting the suitor and the suitor was hitting him back. It is more as a humorous story, girls. But it is taken from what? What is the original script? What is the classic story? The Odyssey, girl. The Odyssey. Okay? Written.
Yes.
Yes. What happened to you today? Is it hard? You find it hard, girls?
No.
No, miss.
You liked it or not? We finished it, by the way.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
So you liked the story?
Yes.
You can, after we finish, if you have time, you can just search on YouTube for more movies of the Odyssey and Oh Brother, Where Are Thou? Okay? When does the spirit finish, girls?
After 1 minute.
After 1 minute, it means we finished. I thought 10, 20. Okay, do you need any questions, girls?
No, thank you, miss.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you.
Teacher Nada.
Yes,
Bye, miss. Have a nice day.
You too.